Welcome, Virgo, to your March 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Now, just before we start, I just want people to know that I've done another chunk of those free mini readings that I offered so long ago. So check out your notifications to see if yours is there if you have requested one. Now, I'm obviously not offering that option up anymore. Only 2 people out of the ones I did last time actually came back and watched them. So I feel like I'm actually doing them for nothing here, but I promised, so I will go ahead for now. If you would like a mini reading from me though, I will accept a donation. So any amount, doesn't have to be a large amount, but at least I know if you're paying for it, you will probably come back and watch it. So just leave a comment in the comment section below with what you'd like me to focus on or a question, and I will film your video like I am now, and I will leave a link for you to view that video in the comment section in response to your comment below. Now let's get into this month's reading. Now, oh yeah, I just forgot. If you would like to assist my channel, I do all of this for free. I have started an online store, nothing really to do with tarots, but I've got beautiful crystal jewelry there with crystals and semi-precious stones, all one-off pieces and antiques as well. So if you're into antiques or jewelry, check that out. We do bespoke stuff. All my mum's handiwork with that jewelry there, I must admit, and she will create bespoke pieces for you as well. So you can email us if you've got a special occasion coming up and you'd like us to make something specific for you. You can email there as well. Okay, now let's start. You start out the energy of your reading with the Hierophant. Now this is the card for Taurus, so you may have a significant Taurus in your life. Got a few people here. You've got a Sagittarian in that Hangman. You are showing up in your own reading, Virgo. This is very, very powerful. This has happened for a few star signs actually. So it must be kind of, we're all taking control of our lives here. And you've got a Queen of Cups here, which I would normally read as a Scorpio, but this can be any water sign. So a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. So interesting, this card, you've got a Cancer symbol here, so some of you may have a significant Cancer in your life. But the Hierophant energy, so this card's really interesting. It's multi-layered meanings in this card, and often when this card shows up in a reading, it kind of does ask you to consider the broader implications of your actions. Now, this is a card of duality. So this is either a card of you doing things in a traditional, tried and true, tested way, or this is you doing things completely outside of the box and doing things your own way. And the fact that you've got the Hangman card right beside it tells me, I feel for a lot of you, you are going to be looking at things from a completely different perspective and doing things your own way here, which is really interesting. So that could tell you something. But this is kind of also a card that asks you to spend spend time with like-minded people as well. That's going to really help you to develop your own spiritual gifts. It's a very spiritual card. And I mean, you know, the Hierophant and the High Priestess are 2 of the spiritual cards in the deck. This was normally called the Pope actually, and it's interesting if you look at the imagery on this particular deck. This deck is the Mystic Palette by Ciro Marchetti. And you can see there is a Pope depicted on this card. But this, if you are spiritually inclined or want to follow a spiritual practice, this really does ask you to spend time with the kind of like-minded people who can help you develop your own gifts. And I feel like Virgos are very, very intuitive. They're very connected spiritually. So you might actually be called upon to join a spiritual kind of institution or a school where you can grow along with others who feel the same way that you do as well. But this card can also indicate certain rules that have been imposed by society onto you or onto your family that just don't serve you anymore. And you might be just casting off those constraints in favor of new guidelines that lead you on a path that you want to follow rather than what society is telling you to follow. So that's really interesting as well. Now, another thing with the Hierophant card, I told you it was very multi-layered in its meanings. This is a card of marriage. And it's interesting, you've got the Four of Wands here. This is also a marriage card. So I don't know if any of you are getting married, but it's quite interesting. And there was another star sign that happened for. I don't know if it was Leo, could potentially be Leo. I mean, I don't know if you're close to the cusp of Leo, so maybe you might want to check that out. There could be some messages there for you. But that's just kind of another interesting thing. And this can also be you getting married in an unusual kind of way, or doing, you know, your marriage might be very unconventional in some way, shape or form. But for a lot of you, if you are feeling stuck, like things are not going anywhere, you've been kind of in a bit of a suspended animation at the moment, feeling a bit bored, a bit apathetic, you know, you've got the Four of Cups right beneath that as well, which can talk about that kind of feeling of, you know, on the surface everything looks great, you've got everything that you could possibly want in your life, but something's missing. You know, there's boredom there, there's stagnation there, there's no movement. I feel like something is definitely coming in to change that. And by you looking at things from a completely different perspective, I think that is going to bring about change as well. But you've got the, I'm jumping all over the place, which is the way I read anyway. But you've got the Fool there, and wow, the Fool is a brand new beginning. This is a completely new start here. You are on a new path, a new journey here. You might physically be traveling, you might be going on an adventure somewhere, but this is, and look, I mean, if there is a marriage here for some of you, that is a completely new path. It's almost like you start a new life when you get married. You're no longer single, you are a couple, and you move forward together with your partner on a new road. So there could absolutely be some wonderful new starts and beginnings here for you. So I don't feel like you're going to be stuck in this stagnant kind of boring place for very much longer. But you've got the Four of Wands here. As I said, this is a card of marriage, but look, some of you are obviously already married. You don't want to be married. This is you building a stable, strong, secure home for your family and your friends. So you might be doing some renos on your house. You might be moving to a new place. You might just be, you know, setting it up to make it more comfortable in a way that suits you a little bit better than than the way it was, or the way that other people would do things. So I feel like this is setting up a home, and it doesn't necessarily mean moving or building a new place, but just even redecorating it and making it just comfortable and nice. That could be going on in here in your life as well. Now you've got this wonderful card of the Six of Pentacles, and this is a card of charity, of generosity. So you personally might be in a place where you are helping other people in March. Either you're giving of yourself, of your time and energy, your finances. You could be giving money to a charity as well. But this is a very reciprocal energy as well. So either you are giving to others or they are giving to you. And if other people are giving to you, make sure you accept it, Virgo, because you are so strong. You are always the carer. You are always the giver. So if somebody wants to help you out for a change, accept it because you deserve it. So you know, that's really nice card. That's a card of giving and receiving. That's, you know, as I said, beautiful charitable energy there in that one. The Fool we've talked on, and that Four of Cups, you know, as I said, this is also a card of an opportunity that may be presenting itself that you might miss if you're not careful. You might be sort of focused on these cups here, the cups that, like I said, you're in a place where on the surface everything looks great, you know, you've got everything that you could possibly want, but there's something missing. And you might be so focused on these other cups that you miss this wonderful opportunity that is being presented to you here in this cup over here. And so just keep an eye out, you know, on could be a person that comes into your life. It could be talking to you about a new job opportunity or a new project that you might be interested in, you know, just something that you may potentially dismiss because you're not in the right headspace. So keep an, you know, and it's going to be, this little thing is going to be different for all of you, but, you know, keep an eye out. Now that Queen of Pentacles, this is you. This is someone that is so caring, so giving. They can do it all. They're that sort of person that wakes up in the morning, goes to the gym, gets the kids ready for school, gives them breakfast, drives them to school, goes to work, does a full day's work, comes home, cooks the dinner, washes the plates, cleans the kitchen, goes to a committee meeting. They're usually able to do everything. So, you know, I feel like, you know, this is a lot of energy here. I'm feeling tired just saying that. I'm feeling like there's an element of exhaustion here. So really, if people are offering you assistance, please accept it, Virgo. This doesn't have to all be you caring for other people. But I feel like because you've got two queens here, this is very nurturing energy. And I feel like there are people here that are going to be nurturing you in a way as well. But that Queen of Pentacles is someone that is really successful. They're so good at building wealth. They love luxury and they surround themselves with luxurious things. And, you know, this is a time of manifestation as well. You know, this card is a card of manifestation, but for it to represent a Virgo and be showing up in your reading, this is absolutely you in control of your destiny here. You are manifesting what you want. You just need to think about it, to visualize it, and believe that it's going to happen. And it will, Virgo. It is coming in here for you in exactly the way you want it, I feel. This is really strong and powerful. We are in control of our destiny when we are showing up in a reading. But yeah, it's almost like, I feel like for this card, when it shows up, it's like you've kind of figured it all out. And you're really going to be taking a down-to-earth approach to your problems. Well, you are an earth sign, so it makes sense that you will be doing that. Yeah, and I feel like often because you're really busy, sometimes you can forget about those around you, your family, your friends. Don't get so caught up in your career and in what you're doing and in your projects that you do forget about those around you. I mean, look, Virgos are the caregivers, so I don't really see that being a real issue. But sometimes, because you are so driven, when you get an idea in your mind about you want to do something, sometimes you're just so driven that you can forget about those around you. So remember to always use kindness in your interactions with others. And sometimes you might think that you understand their situation, but sometimes it's quite possible that they're going through more than what you actually know. It could be to do with this water sign here, this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So just be mindful of that. But that Queen of Cups, what a beautiful energy that is. That is such nurturing, loving, kind. It's a deeply emotional card. And I feel like you will be caring for others here in March for some reason. But what this card always says is, if you are caring for others, you must, absolutely must, make sure that you are nurturing yourself just as much. Because if you do not nurture yourself, then you don't have anything in you to give to others. So just remember to really look after yourself, nurture yourself. And when you get this card, feelings just run very deep when this card comes up. Very emotional card. And there could be something very significant going on in your relationship, whether that's your love relationships or your platonic relationships. I feel this is a significant event. Something's going on here. And you'll have to use your own intuition to know what I'm talking about here. But again, another card of profound psychic experiences. So you not only have that Hierophant card there, but you've got this card here. So I feel for a lot of you, this is a very spiritual time here for you. And you really ask to listen to your guidance, your feelings, your intuition very, very closely when this card comes up in a reading. Now, I do apologize, I've gone on so long. I'm going to get some clarifying cards out. Normally I don't go that long, but I just felt there was a lot to say in that first lot of cards. I'm going to take that one. Wow, you've got the Knight of Wands, a lot of fiery, passionate energy here, very driven. I think lots of changes are coming in, quite passionate energy. This is that knight that runs in and saves the damsel in distress and then fights the dragon. I mean, this is non-gender specific, by the way. So if you're female, this is, you could be the sort of person that races in and saves the day. And then once you've done that, then you're kind of feeling a bit apathetic again, like the Four of Cups. It's like, oh yeah, okay. So that was action, that was excitement, that was adventure. Now I'm bored. I've saved the day. Where's the next big adventure? It could be like that. So just slow down, take it easy, but very fast moving energy. I think things are changing and shifting. So if you have been feeling a little bit stagnant, you might be looking for that new exciting project or exciting adventure to be planning and doing here as well. In that Knight of Wands. I mean, look, this can just represent a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. But I normally read the Knights as energy. So we'll just take these cards. Yeah, look at that. You've got the Four of Cups again. I feel like you are a bit antsy. You're looking for something to excite you, something to work on, a new passion project. You're feeling a bit bored here, Virgo. And look, another Knight. Yeah, I think there's things you're going to potentially be moving. This could even be to do with your work or your career or something that you work on, you could be putting some you might be bored with that and wanting to look for new projects to deal with there. And look at that, you got the Hangman again. Yeah, I feel like you feel that you're stuck, that things aren't progressing, but they are. Albeit very slowly, there is progress here for you, Virgo. So don't be too worried about that. As I said, look at things from a different perspective. And then you'll see perhaps there is progress ahead here for you. But yeah, definitely there is movement. You might be feeling, like I said, a bit bored, a bit antsy. You want a new project. You want to move on to something more exciting than where you are. Whether it's your home life, whether it's your career, whatever, it'll be different for all of you. And, you know, as I said, you might feel like there is no progress, but absolutely there is. It's slow and it's steady, and it might not feel like you're going as fast as you want to go, but it's definitely headed in the right direction. So that's really good news. Now let's get one final card out from the Now I Understand. Oh, look at that card. Now I Understand Oracle deck by Janine and Lauren McLean. Progress. Everything is on course. What was I just saying? Go with the flow and trust the process. So definitely connected with these night cards and also this. So if you're feeling like exactly what I just said, if you're feeling stuck, you feel like you're going nowhere, that's not the case. There is progress here and everything is on course. Go with the flow and trust the process. So we'll leave it there, Virgo. Don't forget, if you would like a reading from me, just leave a donation, put your comment in the comment section below, and I will respond with a video. And for everyone else who's interested in antiques and beautiful jewelry and antique jewelry as well, check out the link below to my new online store. You might find something there that appeals to you. So have a great month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.